right, what is up, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Slam Zone Prediction. Hold on. Let me grab the beautiful championship here that's being held by yours truly, the champ of the camp here. The AEW Slam Zone is still the prediction heavyweight champion. I do apologize that we were supposed to do full gear, but we had personal stuff going on around that time. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to predict the Impact Wrestling Presents Turning Point 2021. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have here with me from the Impact Wrestling Fan Zone, Travis Neely. I do apologize for the back video. I'm recording Soul Survivor, but Travis, welcome.
What's up, Michael Miner? Tonight is when I'm going to get that prediction championship from you because I am the best predictor of all time. I am the owner, Travis Neely. I am also the owner of EOW, where TWF Monday Night Chaos will go down at Soul Survivor. That's all I have to say about that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, who all seen the tribute show during last night when I beat up Eric Young in the pre-show match and injured him, and we had to have Cody Deaner as a substitute producer here at the Zone. But that's another story. I hope everybody enjoyed the tribute show. But yes, it's awesome to be right here on the AEW Slam Zone for this prediction championship video. I can't wait.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to first start off with Brian Myers versus Rick Swann, but apparently there's been some breaking news that Brian Myers is dealing with some kind of an infection, so he will not be competing, but we're going to predict who we think will face Rich Swann this Sunday, tomorrow or tonight, live on Turning Point on the Impact Wrestling Plus. Travis, who do you think will take over Brian Myers' spot?
Oh man, it's hard to predict. There's rumors out there it could be the new signee of Speedball from Canada, but I don't know if he's got his visa issues worked out yet. We might see him next month or maybe a Hard to Kill. I know at Hard to Kill we'll definitely probably see him then. But I think we're going to get like a debut. I know George the Iceman teased there was going to be a debut. Does this mean they're going to bring an additional person in from what they had in store before this match happened with Brian Myers being pulled? I don't know. But if I'm going to predict, I think we're going to have Buddy Matthews show up in Impact Wrestling and challenge Rich Swann. That's my prediction. But yeah, what do you think, Michael Miner?
Yeah, I'm going with the same thing. I really do. Hopefully, he's the one to be coming in to take over. So it's going to be really good to see that match. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into another match that has been scheduled for.
Whoa. We didn't give our prediction for the winner, though. We just predicted the opponent.
I think we're just going to go with Rich Swann because we know Rich Swann's going to win it because you know the learning tree might get thrown in the matches, so we'll have to see how that.
That's who I was going to pick anyway, Rich Swann. So yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a tag team match. It is going to be Heath and Rhino will be taking on Violent by Design's Eric Young and Joe Doring. If you guys know that. Back at Bound for Glory, Heath and Rhino reunited to defeat Joe Doring and Diener Violent by Design. However, with Eric Young now recovering from his injuries, Violent by Design wasn't at full strength that night. Now the world-class Maniac is cleared to compete, and Violent by Design is stronger than ever. This Saturday night, Eric Young returns to Impact Wrestling ring. I cannot wait to see this match, but I'm going to predict that the winners of this match is going to be none other than Eric Young and Joe Doring. Hopefully they win this match and win this match. So I'm going to go with Heat. I'm going to go with Violent by Design to win it.
That's awesome news there, Michael Miner, on your prediction. But yeah, by the way, and who's your producer tonight? You got a producer here tonight?
I don't know, some weirdo.
Well, I don't have Eric Young in my earpiece because we're not on the that's on Impact Slam Zone. But anyway, Eric Young, Joe Doran is my pick. You want to steal my predictions? I get it, Michael Miner, but that's okay. But yeah, Eric Young, Joe Doran is going to beat Heath Slater and Rhino because Heath Slater and Rhino got the advantage on Violent by Design at Bound for Glory. So Eric Young and Joe Doran are going to get their revenge tonight and beat down Heath Slater, baby.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next match, which has also been scheduled, it will be Ace Austin with Madman Fulton taking on Chris Sabin. What a great match this is going to be in the main event of the October 28th episode of Impact. Ace Austin defeated Chris Sabin with the help of Madman Fulton. Ace Austin caught Sabin unaware with the fold finishing maneuver. The young, brash Ace Austin made sure everybody learned of his win over the Impact legend, going so far as to print an I Beat Chris Sabin t-shirt. The following week, Sabin got a measure of revenge, toppling the towering Madman Fulton in singles action. Then, having defeated Austin's henchman, he challenged the Inanimable One to a rematch at Turning Point. This time, it's personal, when Ace Austin takes on Chris Sabin for the second time. My prediction to win this one, I'm going to go with Chris Sabin to win it because I really think if they keep this match going and go into a third fall at Hard to Kill, I'm going to go with Chris Sabin to win it. Travis, your prediction?
My prediction is going to be the inevitable one, Ace Austin to get the win. I see Madman Fulton get in there again and help Ace Austin somehow get another win against Chris Sabin. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is a dream match. We've had it on Impact Wrestling episode, but not on a pay-per-view or a special, whatever you want to call them on the Impact Plus app. But yeah, Ace Austin, hopefully they get more time than they did on Impact. That's just my opinion. These two are high-flying wrestlers. It's going to be a great match. Maybe, possibly, I would love to see these two in maybe an Ultimate X because Chris Sabin was not in that Ultimate X at Slammiversary with Ace Austin. So I would love to see these two go at it in Ultimate X one night.
Yes, that would be awesome to see that happen at the pay-per-view and see an Ultimate X match. But now we're going to go into another match that has been is on the card. Matt Cardona will be taking on W. Morrissey. Both these men are still reeling from their losses in the number one contenders match against Eddie Edwards, but while they're down, they're not out yet. Both men still have hopes of capturing the coveted Impact World Championship, and Saturday night, one of them comes one step closer. If I predict to win this match, I'm going to go with W. Morrissey to win this match and beat Matt Cardona because I really don't think Matt Cardona is that completely ready yet. So I'm going to go with W. Morrissey to win this. Travis?
I think you're going to be wrong on this one, Michael Miner. I think we're going to have Matt Cardona shock the world and shock the Impact faithful in the Impact Zone in Las Vegas tonight. I think Matt Cardona is going to win it. He hasn't won in a while. He lost to Moose in the Gauntlet match last month at Bound for Glory. So I think Matt Cardona is going to win this and move back up the ranks in the world title picture, because he did state on Impact that's what he's there for. He's come there to get a world title shot, and I believe he'll get it eventually, but I don't think he'll win it unless we see Matt Cardona versus Josh Alexander later next year in 2022. That would be cool to see. But I want to say this too before we move on. Matt Cardona has been blowing up the independent wrestling scene. He's the biggest heel ever in the indies. He's not here. He's just a baby face that's went flat in Impact Wrestling. Yeah. I think they should boost his character up a little bit and stop being, oh, I'm Mr. Nice Cardona. I'm with Chelsea Green all the time. I'm sorry, but blah, blah, blah. No, they need to really boost his character up like he don't give a crap, like in GCW, like he's been tearing it up in the indies. That's just my opinion. I will talk more about that on Brace for the Impact this coming week. But Matt Cardona is my pick, Michael.
All right. Well, now we're going to go into another match, which was going to be a one-on-one match, but now it's going to be a triple threat match for the Impact Wrestling X Division Championship, as Trey Miguel will be defending his title against Steve Macklin and Laredo Kid. It finally happened after years of choking in the big matches. Trey Miguel defeated El Fantasmo and Steve Macklin to capture the X Division Championship at Bound for Glory. Following the match, Miguel said he'd be a fighting champ defending against all challengers. As he said this, Rocky Ramo overheard and thought he'd take a shot at the X Division Championship. The following week, Trey defeated Romero to retain the X Division title. 1 week later, Laredo Kid defeated Black Taurus, Rohit Raju, and Steve Macklin to become the number one contender earlier this week. Steve McLean put his undefeated streak on the line, defeated Laredo Kid in singles action for another shot at the X Division Championship. Trey Miguel, Laredo Kid, or Steve McLean, who will walk away with the X Division title on Saturday night? And my pick, I hate to tell all this, but I'm going to go with Steve McLean to win it and become your new Impact Wrestling X Division Championship, because I like this match. I would love to see a dream match between him and Josh Alexander in the near future. So I'm going to go with Steve McLean to win this. Travis, your prediction?
I have to agree with you. I'm going with Steve Macklin. I'm always a big fan of Steve Macklin. I was a big fan of Steve Macklin back in NXT days when he was Steve Cutler in the Forgotten Sons. Everybody, I don't know if everybody's seen our past videos or not, but I'm always and always will be a Forgotten Sons fan. And so this is going to be Steve Macklin's night. He's going to finally win the X Division Championship. I'm not a big fan of Trey Miguel. Yeah, he deserved the championship at Bound for Glory. Everybody's saying, oh, he shouldn't lose the title this soon. To me, he'll get another chance. But Steve Macklin, since he debuted in Impact Wrestling, he has made a name for himself. They have pushed this guy to the moon. Impact's doing well than what NXT and WWE did with him. So I hope Steve Macklin wins. That's my prediction. I also would love to see down the line Impact sign Wesley Blake. Now, Wesley Blake is still a free agent. He's a free agent. He can come to Impact right now if he wanted to. If they sign him, he's free. He's not under no contract issue now. And then we hear the last few days ago that Jackson Riker got fired, released, whatever you want to call it. He's got a 90-day no-compete clause. But, man, could we see the Forgotten Sons reunion in Impact Wrestling? Scott D'Amore, it needs to happen. And also, I want to talk about this, Michael Miner. there's been a lot, and I mean a lot of three-way matches in the X division for the belt for the last, I don't know what, 4 months, 5 months since
Yep.
Slammiversary. In my opinion, everybody say they're tired of these three-way matches. I think they're pretty cool because you get the spots, you get these high spots and all different kind of moves you don't get to see in just one-on-one matches. Michael, what is your thoughts before we move on? Are you tired of these three-way matches? I would love to see a four-way match in coming up soon.
Not really. I'm still a fan of the three-way matches. Because at least they do a lot better than what WWE does. Because in WWE, it's no disqualification for a three-way. But here in Impact, if you get disqualified, you get disqualified. The winner of that match will be the person that was in the ring with you. But yeah, I like these three-way matches, and hopefully they do a fatal four-way coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
All right, next match, we have the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championships will be defended as the Inspiration of Jessica McKay and Casey Lee will be taken on DK in a rematch. I cannot wait to see this match happen. In perhaps the most shocking upset of the night, the debuting Jessica McKay and Casey Lee defeated Decay to become the Knockouts Tag Champions at Bound for Glory. Having lost their titles, Havoc and Rosemary went straight to their mind games tactics. Havoc and Rosemary splattered the words turning point in blood on a mirror in the Inspiration's changing room. Lee and McKay didn't take this lying down, enlisting a similar spooky team, Su Young's Undead Bridesmaids, to soften up Decay. When that failed, the Inspiration took on the undead Bridesmaids themselves, but will that be enough to prepare for them for a rematch for the spookiest duo on the Impact Wrestling roster? Well, I hate to say this, but Decay, you're done. I'm going to go with my girls, Jessica McKay, Casey James of the Inspirations will retain the Knockouts tag team titles against Decay, and Decay can go and, as their name, Decay. But Travis, your prediction?
I think there's going to be something happening here. I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of really tag teams in the Knockouts division, or tag team wise for the Knockouts. There's not a lot of formed tag teams. You just have Decay and what else? You had Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood, but I don't know what's going on with Tennille Dashwood. I'm thinking she's having visa issues in Australia. I'm not sure. But it would be cool to see when Tennille comes back, she splits from Madison Rain and joins Inspiration because she's Australian as well. That would be cool to see. But you know what? I'm going out on a shocker here. I'm a big fan of Inspiration. Don't get me wrong. I like them. They were awesome as the Iconics in WWE. They won the belts at Bound for Glory, but you know, I think they're going to do something here as a big surprise. Couple title changes on the first live special, so I'm going with Decay to get the win here, and they're going to play hot potato with the Knockouts tag titles for right now. So that's my prediction on that. So I like I said, big fan of Inspiration, but we'll have to find out. But Decay's going to be my pick.
All right, Travis with DK for the pick. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up in another match, it'll be for the Impact World Tag Team titles as the Good Brothers of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson will defend the titles against the Bullet Club members of Chris Bay and Hikuleo. In the lead up to Bound for Glory, Chris Bay and his Bullet Club partners, Hikuleo and El Phantasmo couldn't settle their differences with Finjuice. Just when it looked like Chris Bay and Hikalu would lose, El Phantasmo would appear, forcing the ref to throw out the match. Seeing these inconclusive finishes as an opportunity to divide and conquer, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson held their titles in a triple threat match at Bound for Glory. They bet on themselves and won. The following week, Chris Bay and El Phantasmo teamed to defeat Finjuice for the number one contendership. However, El Phantasmo is nowhere to be seen for this tag team championship match. Will that be the deciding factor when these two teams face off for the Impact tag team titles at Turning Point? I'm going to go with my boys, the Bullet Club, to win this match to become the new Impact World Tag Team Champions. I really don't see the Good Brothers holding the titles that long. If they do win, I can see the my boys, the Destiny Guerrillas of Destiny, coming in and getting a match at the next pay-per-view. Hard to Kill, but yeah, Travis, your pick.
My pick's gonna be Bullet Club all the way because the Good Brothers. I'm sorry, the Drunks. That's what I call them because Doc Gallows fell off his porch and got injured last year. That I don't know if that really happened, but they say he got injured. But that's you never know. They're too drunk, because they're just stupid. That's all they do is drink all the time. I don't know if anybody's seen the press pass they did before Bound for Glory last month, but they had Doc Gallows. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't a press pass. It was for Impact Wrestling Insiders Q&A, and they had Doc Gallows in the hotel room before Bound for Glory, and he was drunk as crap. He didn't even know what he was talking about, and it's like, oh, whatever. They think they're the Bullet Club, and because they were in the original Bullet Club or in Japan, whatever. That's all I have to say is Hikuleo, Chris Bay is going to walk out new World Tag Team Champions because the Good Brothers have had it for too long now, and I see possibly, and I'm going to predict it. I'm going to beat you to this, Michael Miner. I think your tag team, G.O.D., is going to show up and help Chris Bay and Hikuleo because you know why? Because El Phantasmo is not going to be there tonight because he's in Japan in I think the Super Junior tournament or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Super Junior tournament.
Yeah, so he's in Japan right now. So somebody might have to help Crip Bay and Hikuleo. So I'm thinking maybe we get GOD, Gorillas of Destiny, to help. Something's going to happen, and I think we need a full Bullet Club. Then 3 people or 2 people. We need a full Bullet Club in Impact Wrestling. But the New Japan Pro Wrestling partnership, I can say this, is way better than that partnership they had with AEW. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Bullet Club is my prediction to win it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we go into our next match. It is for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship, as Mickie James will be defending her title against Mercedes Martinez for the title. If you guys know that Mercedes at the 2021 edition of the Knockouts Knockdown event, Mercedes Martinez defeated Tasha Steelz to win a Knockouts Championship match. However, while Martinez had earned the right to challenge, then reigning champion Deonna Purrazzo was in no mood to oblige. Instead, she was busy feuding with Mickie James at Bound for Glory. Mickie James did what many thought impossible, knocking Deonna Purrazzo from her throne as Knockouts champion. 2 weeks later, she defeated Madison Rayne to retain the title in the immediate aftermath. Mercedes Martinez challenged Mickie James for the Knockouts title. The following week, Martinez defeated Madison Rayne in singles action, only for Rayne to attack her with a steel chair after the bell. Mickie James came to make the save, only for Martinez to plant her with an air raid crash. These two promise an intense, hard-hitting match when they clash for the Knockouts title at Turning Point. My prediction to win this, I'm going to go with Mickie James to retain, because I really want to see her retain this title and then give Deonna Purrazzo her rematch for the title at maybe Hard to Kill or the next pay-per-view after. But Travis, your prediction?
I'm really not a fan of this match. I'm not. Let me just go ahead and get into this. I'm not a big fan of Mickie James. I'm sorry, Hillbilly James, Hillbilly Country, and her stupid hillbilly farm, her stupid hillbilly fence, hillbilly cows, hillbilly horses, hillbilly music, hillbilly hat, hillbilly wrestling, hillbilly gimmick. I don't give a crap about her stupid gimmick. Never have back in the day when she was in TNA wrestling a long time ago, because you know why? Madison Rayne defeated her several times. Madison should have got the belt then last few weeks ago. That's all I have to say about this. Mercedes Martinez, not a big fan of hers either. I mean, she's doing a little bit better here in Impact Wrestling. At least they're using her better than NXT did, instead of her also being in that Retribution crap as well. But anyway, I'm not going to predict a winner here because this is going to be my prediction, Michael Miner. My prediction is going to be a disqualification match. Hillbilly James keeps the belt on a DQ because Deonna Purrazzo is going to come in and lay both of them out and hold the belt up in the ring. And this is where we're going to build up to possibly a rematch between Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo. Now, everybody's like, oh, well, what about Mercedes Martinez? Well, we could have a triple threat match. They could build that up going into Hard to Kill. I think we're going to get that Deonna Purrazzo rematch. Not at final. If it is Final Resolution next month, I don't think it's going to be that. I think they're going to wait and build this thing up until Hard to Kill. I think whoever's going to face Mickie James next month will probably be somebody, probably somebody like Alicia Edwards or somebody easy for her to beat. That's just my prediction, DQ, because of Deonna Purrazzo.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next match, which is the main event, we still got other two matches that we forgot to talk about. We'll talk about those. We have the three matches right here that are announced for the pay-per-view. But in the main event, we have Eddie Edwards taking on Moose for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. But I hate to say this, but now it's into a Full Metal Mayhem match. I guess they forgot to update the card there. It is now a Full Metal Mayhem match for the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. I think it was after Impact just a few days ago, with Eddie Edwards using a steel chair or a kendo stick. Then got mad about it, went to the back, and then Scott D'Amore said, you know what, you want to be a fighting champion? Okay, you will be defending that title in a Full Metal Mayhem match at Turning Point. And that didn't make Moose very happy. But I hate to say this, but I'm going to go with Moose to retain because I really want to see that match against him and Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill. I can see Josh Alexander coming in and trying to get involved in the match and all that kind of stuff, and then we can see that happening. So, but I'm going to go with Moose to win it. Travis, your prediction?
I have to agree with you there, Michael. I think Moose is going to retain. There's no way Eddie Edwards is going to win this match, even though he got the last laugh on Impact this past Thursday. I just don't see him winning it. Moose, man, I mean, I don't know how he's going to win it. Like how I guess maybe this is my thought. This is how I would predict the ending or how I would book the ending of this match. You would have several tables either set out on the outside of the ring onto the floor or in the ring. They both on the top, and Moose shoves off Eddie Edwards. He goes through all the tables. I think that's the way they should end it, I guess. And then Moose climbs back up there and grabs the title and wins it. And then out comes Josh Alexander to face him. But I don't think they'll go face to face. I think they will go at it. And I don't want everybody to probably go on to Twitter and say, "Oh, Impact messed up. They went off the air too early or whatever. They had issues." I think they're going to brawl, and then all of a sudden we get the Impact logo at the end and say it's off the air. I think that's the way they're going to end it, uh, and lead up to make people watch Impact. I don't know how they're going to cliffhang it. If it's all going to be Wrestle House next week, or we're going to get some matches, I have no earthly idea. They haven't said anything about. They just said Wrestle House next week. So maybe they'll cliffhang it until the episode after Thanksgiving, is my opinion, because they want to get people to tune in for Impact Wrestling the next couple weeks. So I think that will be the way they end it. Moose retains. Josh Alexander comes in. They fight each other to end the show, and this will lead up to the big main event at Hard to Kill, and Hard to Kill will be Josh Alexander's night.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I did find the last two matches. I found them on the Impact Wrestling website. Let me go back down here again. We have two count to turning point matches. Our first match is going to be for the digital championship that I really don't give a crap about. Jordan Grace will be defending the title against Chelsea Green. The winner of that match is, I'm just don't care who I predict. I'm just going to go with Jordan Grace to retain this stupid digital championship match. And then in our other match, we have Finn Juice taking on two members of DK of Crazy Steve and Black Torres. And pretty much I'm just going to go with Finn Juice to win that match. So, Travis, your prediction on these two countdown to turning point matches?
Well, you got one match. It don't mean much of nothing, and then you have this digital media championship match where you say it ain't worth a crap. But in my opinion, I have to say, I know you haven't watched the matches. They've been pretty darn good on Impact Plus. They really have. But the only thing I have negative about this division right now, the matches are way, and I mean way too short. There was one match last week, it was 3 minutes long. Why? Why? You have all the time in the world for Impact Plus, and you make a 3 minute match, and they say, "Oh, we're going to have these matches short," or what? I'm like, come on, at least give this championship meaning for more longer matches to make it mean something. That's my only negative. Now, I like the championship, but to me, we need longer matches. Come on, Scott D'Amore. But this is going to be, I'm picking Chelsea Green because she has stated in the promo she's been given that when she wants something, she gets it. So I think they're going to build up to Chelsea Green as the new digital media champion. I know this would be a short reign for Jordan Grace, but I really think Chelsea Green deserves it. At least it'd be having something for her to do. So I'm thinking that Chelsea Green's going to win it here, and then John Schuyler is going to want a shot against her for the Digital Media Championship. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, John Schuyler beat Chelsea Green a few weeks ago to be the number one contender, and then he went on to face Jordan Grace and lost, but he cheated and beat Chelsea Green. So I think they're going to have Chelsea Green win it, and John Schuyler gets his shot because, Chelsea would want revenge. But I think this would be a short reign for Chelsea, and then John Schuyler gets it possibly next month at Final Resolution Countdown. I'm guessing that this belt's going to be a countdown belt. You ask me. I mean, I don't know. We don't see it on Impact Wrestling episodes. It's only digital, I guess. I have to agree with you on that, Michael. I have to agree it should be on the regular episodes to build the belt up, but that's another story. But now we're going to have the tag team match. It doesn't even mean anything. We had FinJuice backstage fussing that they lost against Bullet Club in their number one contender match a few weeks ago. And they was fussing about it, saying, we've been losers. And Scott D'Amore just randomly showed up and said, you know what, FinJuice? You can be winners this Sunday, or this Saturday, on the Countdown show and build yourself back up the ranks. And he said, you're going to face Decay. How's that? And they said, yeah, that's all cool with us. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't mean anything. But I think FinJuice is going to keep their losing streak here, and I think Crazy Steve and Black Taurus are going to win it. Decay's kind of been on a losing streak here lately. I think they, going to build them up hopefully. But these matches there's only a 30-minute pre-show here, so I guess these matches, I guess my prediction is going to be the Digital Media Championship match will be like 2 or 3 minutes long, and then this tag match will finish up the countdown. But yeah, those are my predictions on that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I hope it's going to be a good show. I hope we don't have any technical difficulties on Impact Plus, because it looks like they were having technical difficulties earlier this afternoon and this morning. We'll have to find out, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope it's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it because, Turning Point is on the owner, Travis Neely's birthday. So I'm excited about that. A pay-per-view finally landed on my birthday. But that's all I have to say. And I want everybody, I'll just talk about that in just a minute. Michael Miner, you want to close out the predictions and we'll go on with the news?
All right, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big up to Big Kev's World. It says, good to see you, Miner. You guys keep up the good work. Thank you so much. There, Big Kev. I hope you got, if you go over to TWF Network and watch some of the episodes of TWF, because we got a big pay-per-view coming up tomorrow night. I cannot wait. This is our 10th pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to be our 11th pay-per-view, but we had to cancel Halloween Nightmare due to personal reasons around my area. So we decided to go into Soul Survivor tomorrow night. It's going to be an incredible pay-per-view. Just got done recording the matches. The scorecard is going to be a lot of shocking, but he said, I'll be watching, and FWE Mania is coming on here too. Last pay-per-view. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget FWE WrestleMania, or they call it the FWE Mania, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up really soon. It's going to be the last pay-per-view for a while. So hope you guys get to see that on YouTube. But Travis, go ahead with your news, and I'll just execute myself, and you can give your news.
Thank you there, Michael Miner. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to the Big Red Tribute Show last night. If you haven't, go and look and go subscribe to the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone on YouTube. The Big Red Tribute Show featured a lot of TWF and EOW superstars. It was on that show in honor of our good friend Big Red. Please go check it out. Big Kev, if you're still watching, go subscribe to us on the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. We will be sure to subscribe back to you as well. And a lot of TWF, Michael Miner's Rat Stars were on the Big Red Tribute Show. It's a good watch. I think you will enjoy it. So I want to thank everybody who did tune in last night for the pre-show and the tribute show itself. We had Big Red. We inducted him into the Hall of Fame, and Little Red into the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone Hall of Fame. So I'm glad that we got to be able to do that. Billy Bob made that announcement. I gave him to clear to go ahead and announce it. And Michael Miner and Billy Bob inducted those two, and Big Red and Little Red in the Hall of Fame. It was a great segment. Go check out the pre-show for that. Also on the pre-show, I faced Eric Young, the producer of the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone, and also the leader of Violent by Design on he's on Impact Wrestling. So check that out as well. It was a great match. I won. I always win. I'm the owner of Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. I'm the owner of EOW. I do what I do, and I do it best, ladies and gentlemen. Also, please go check out Brace for the Impact. Each and every week, every Wednesday, it will be up on our channel where Fatback Greasy, the leader of the Greasy Revolution, and Michael Miner is your host for that show, Brace for the Impact, where we break down all the matches that's going to take place each and every Thursday night, and we get you ready for Impact Wrestling each and every week. Sometimes we have special guests on Brace for the Impact. Like if you didn't see it, Brace for the Impact last week had a return of the A-lister himself. That was very shocking to finally see him back. Touchdown Wisconsin Badgers now leading against Nebraska. Awesome. Go Badgers. That's awesome. But you know what? I'm a big Packer fan. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. I hope they win tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. But also, like I said, Brace for the Impact. Please tune in for that each and every week. We'll have Christmas Throwdown coming at you next month in December, where we're going to have some awesome matches. And I can go ahead and confirm a match that happened after the Big Red Tribute Show. Willie Joe came to my office, and he wants a match against Billy Bob because Willie Joe is upset that Billy Bob ganged up on him in the Memorial Battle Royal last night, and he wants to take out Billy Bob. So it's confirmed. It's signed, ladies and gentlemen. Willie Joe, the certified magician, will take on Billy Bob in one-on-one action. Stay tuned. Christmas Throwdown. And stay tuned to our Twitter at Impact Slams On for all your news coming up for Christmas Throwdown and all the news right here on the Impact Wrestling Slams On. That's where you need to go, at Impact Slams on Twitter, because our Facebook like page is just crap right now. They won't change our name for some odd reason. I'm not getting into that, but please go follow us on Twitter as well, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. We'll subscribe back to you as a thank you. But that's it from Travis Neely. That's it from the EOW owner and Impact Wrestling Slam Zone owner. I hope everybody enjoyed this show tonight. We'll send it back over to Michael Miner.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the show. I am your prediction champion, the AEW Slam Zone, Michael Miner. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out the biggest pay-per-view of the year coming up tomorrow night as TWF and EOW presents Soul Survivor. We will see you guys tomorrow night for the pay-per-view on TWF Network. Good night, everybody.